What's up? Welcome back to another video. This time we will be continuing where we left off, which is that these people, these three guys here, was conquering this continent called Westeros, and they were halfway done. So what does that mean? I now have the ability to draw like this, like pick color, which is a very good advancement because we needed this. I'm gonna mark in orange, actually in, I think red will be too aggressive. Okay, maybe pink, yeah. Okay, so their base is in King's Landing, Aegon Fort. Aegon Fort, which is a castle that is here, somewhere here. And they have managed to conquer a good chunk of the kingdoms. They have conquered 4 of the kingdoms so far. And these 4 kingdoms make up the vast majority of the populations of Westeros. They have completely conquered the Riverlands, which Iron Islands is a part of. They have completely conquered the Westerlands, which Lannisters rule over. They have completely conquered Reach. They have completely subjugated Stormlands. And they have also are now planning to invade the north. Actually, north is actually preparing to defend itself because they know they will be the next one after the kingdoms of Reach and Westerlands have fallen. Dorne is just chilling at this moment, not doing much, but they are preparing actually because they will be next as well. Anyways, okay, so these 3 guys, they have 3 dragons, and then in the last episode we talked about how did they conquer these lands, and now they have 3 kingdoms left in the whole continent, and they're gonna face off with the Starks over here. Starks are a kingdom that has a warrior-like culture because they have this wall here, which is a entity, which is a structure they built to keep wildlings away and like nature wildlife away. There are fucking wolves here, which kill people, attack people, like dire wolves, fucking huge ass animals, you know. And they're basically zombies. They're like demons, demon zombies living up there. So to keep these things out, they built a wall. And not only this, because of the resources being very low here in the north, the north has a culture of like dying, basically, death. Like their culture is very intertwined with the concept of death. Men that have seen battles are very respected, and there's this concept called the greybeards, which are like these people with these grey beards. I mean, when people reach the ages of 40, 50, 60, it is natural for people to develop beards. I mean, come on. But these guys, like, they probably have a family, like back home, like a wife. Like, let's say this guy is called Lime, and Lime lives in like this place, like this is his home. He probably has a wife, he probably has a daughter, he probably has a son, and but the thing is that he's considered a greybeard, and greybeards are socially and culturally accepted to die in battle, especially to go to south and die. So, like, what happens is these people that age, they just go to wars and die. And this is considered a good thing. So, like, this is a boost for combat ability, a boost in morale, because these people are fighting because they have nothing else to do and they have a family at home, you know, stuff like that. So the North army is actually very competent and very good. So the North assembles an army of like all of North, all of this place, assembles an army of 30,000 people. But Aegon's army, because of the amount of land he conquered, plus with his dragons, has a lot of more military force, and their army is like, I guess, 80 to 90,000 people, like very, very fucking large, maybe even more. In the North, people say that maybe they shouldn't fight these people, like maybe they shouldn't have an aggressive standing, maybe they should hide in Mort Cailin. These places are like swamps, like fucking ugly ass terrain, like fucking crocodiles live here. You know, fucking crocs. Maybe they should hide in the swamps, maybe they should hide in like better environments to the north, because there are like chokeholds here, like they can maybe hold them off. 30,000 men will not stand against like this many number coming from all of these kingdoms. Some say that they may try to assassinate the dragons, like because the dragons will be a problem if they want to fight Aegon and his forces. Some say that maybe they should stab the dragons in their eyes. That would work and stuff. But in the end, what happens is that Torrhen doesn't want any bloodshed. Torrhen is actually a good guy. He's very honorable. Starks do not kneel to anyone, but he is like a very honorable man and a very rational man, and he knows that fighting on will cause a very much pain and suffering in his kingdom and will lead to death and destruction of his peoples. So he bends the knee. He just bends his knee to Aegon. He surrenders the North, and North becomes a part of all the rest of the kingdoms. So North is subjugated as well. And what do we have left with at this point? Okay, excuse me. Okay. So, there is still Vale and there is still Dorne. They are still independent. Vale is like a fortress. Vale has a lot of mountains. It starts with the border with the Riverlands and the north. Like, it has a lot of natural borders. It is impossible to penetrate. There is this place called the Bloody Gate somewhere here, which you can access, but it is heavily militarized and it would be very, very, very hard to get through. Even if you manage to get inside Vale, there are still many more mountains, and the guerrilla tactics will be a pain in the ass to conquer this place. And Shara Erin, the ruler of Vale, this woman, knows this and decides to not fight on an open field and actually wait out the invaders. But what happens is that Visenya, riding on Vhagar, comes to the capital of Vale, flying, which the capital of Vale is called Eyrie. It is itself is actually placed on a mountain, so it even adds more difficulty to conquering this kingdom. This castle is like very high up in the sky, like very, very fucking high. These are clouds. And Visenya on Vhagar, our green dragon, our queen, like Queen Visenya, and Vhagar is a queen as well. Like they fucking fly, and they reach this castle, and in that castle, Shara Erin is like, oh, this is a nice day. Like, fucking, let me get some fresh air. And then she sees the dragon, and she has a son right next to him. And Visenya says, oh, hi, I just came to talk. And then she has a chat with Shara. They have a chat, girly chat. And then Visenya takes the boy, puts it on Vhagar, and they go for a ride. And when they come back to the ground. This boy is no longer a king of Vale, but a lord of Vale. So Vale is not conquered with swords, blood, metal clashing. It is conquered with diplomacy? Not really. I mean, this is like intimidation. It is conquered with different things. So Vale is now added to the kingdoms as well. So we have managed to conquer nearly all of the continent. There is something wrong with this. Like, it is just going so well, and this is Game of Thrones. Something has to go wrong, because not all things are good, you know? Some things has to go wrong. And what happens next might be not shocking after what I said. Anyways, Maria Martell is this old, ugly, fat woman. Actually, if you're fat, I don't judge that, but I mean, like, it is undesirable future. But anyways, this woman is ruling Dorne, and Dorne is now prepared because they have seen. Okay, they have seen all of these kingdoms fall, like one by one, and they have learned that fighting in an open field is not a good idea. Defending yourself is not a good idea, because dragons can just fly and kill you wherever you stand. And they have decided that, like, just fucking, like, maybe they should try another tactic. And that is what they are going to do. So, this time not Visenya, but Rhaenys on Meraxes flies out to Dorne. She on Meraxes, they fly out. Maybe I should draw Meraxes and Rhaenys, you know? That would be kind of a nice sight to see. They fucking fly there. And what happens next is... Okay, this is Meraxes. I had to lower my voice a bit. That's a technical issue. Anyways, and Visenya is here. Not Rhaenys is here. Yeah. Yeah. Woo hoo. And they fly to Dorne. They visit some places. And no one is there. And then visit another place, and no one is there completely. Towns are empty. Like, this is a house, it is empty. Rhaenys comes and looks. What the fuck is going on? No one is there. No one is in those houses. He takes another town. It is empty. And then she goes to the capital of Dorne, which is called Sunspear. And Sunspear is empty as well. Why is it empty? I don't know. But she finds Maria Martell in the throne room. Only her. No one else. And they have a chat. And Maria tells her that Dorne will not be conquered. We are unbent, unbowed, and we are unbroken. We will never get conquered. And Rhaenys is like, nah, shut the fuck up. I will come with fire and blood. Which is like the family mottos of these two houses. Like, Targaryens are fire and blood. These Dornish people, like Martells, are unbent, unbowed, unbroken. So, Rhaenys cannot do shit because she cannot encounter anyone, so she cannot conquer this place. So she goes back home to prepare for another invasion. She goes back home. And then 1 year later, she returns to Dorne to conquer. And in this place called Hellhold, she actually encounters people, like real Dornish people. Uh, but this time, these people have invented these things called scorpion bolts, which is like these devices that you point at people, like point at dragons, excuse me. So this fucking scorpion bolt goes inside Meraxes' eye. Like this fucking scorpion bolt goes through. And then Meraxes dies. And Rhaenys dies. Which is a fucking bummer. Because they have a son with Aegon. That is like a couple years old. Called Aenys. Like she's still in 1-digit age. Like he's... Where is mommy? He's saying probably. And mommy died fucking conquering Dorne. Trying to conquer Dorne. And then Rhaenys dies. And Aegon and Visenya are like, what the fuck? Did they just kill our sister? And then they take Balerion and Vhagar. And then they just fucking blast the shit out of Dorne. They fucking burn half of Dorne. Especially Vhagar. They fucking like burn the shit out of Dorne. But they never actually managed to hold it or conquer it. Dorne remains independent. So Dorne is not conquered. So this was the conquest of the Seven Kingdoms. Like, they conquered all of it. Rhaenys has died, but Aegon and Visenya are still living. And they produce a child as well. Like, Aegon produced a child with his sister Rhaenys, and now with his other sister Visenya as well. And this kid is like fucking more bigger than Aenys. Some say this is like blood magic. Some say he's like a serpent. Some say Visenya multiplied herself. And Aegon's sperm wasn't even used in his conception and stuff. Like that's some crazy stuff, but it might be actually true, you know. This guy is called Maegor. Aenys is older, by the way. Okay, so in the next episode we will talk about these two and Visenya and Aegon and like how this dynasty tried to continue and what happened and stuff. But they never managed to conquer Dorne, so that's it. That's like a thing. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Peace.